Hello everyone and welcome to the Arts Council of Ladysmith and District and the Ladysmith Waterfront Gallery. We're super excited to be starting our online classes, and this is going to be a tutorial for students on how to get yourself set up with Zoom. So if you're not familiar with Zoom, it's how we're going to be teaching our online classes. So your first step is going to be to head to our website, ladysmitharts.ca. And from there, you can then look at all of our online classes. Once you register for an online class, since they're all mostly being done on Zoom, you're going to be needing to download the Zoom onto your device. So you can download it onto your iPad, your tablet, your phone, your PC, or your laptop. So today for this demonstration, we're going to be downloading it onto our laptop. We're using a MacBook Pro. So we're going to be walking you through the steps on how to do this. So after you've registered for your class, you're going to need to download Zoom. So again, this is for people who have never downloaded Zoom on their device. This is what we're going to do. So you're going to open it up an internet browser. It can be Firefox, Google Chrome, Internet Explorer, whatever you'd like to use. And in the search bar, you're going to type in zoom.us. And as you can see there, zoom.us is in search bar. We've clicked enter and we get to the home page for Zoom, and this is what it's going to look like. There's a lot of information, but the only thing you're going to need is you're going to need to download Zoom onto your device. So what we're going to do is, as you can see up in the top right hand corner, there's a bunch of tabs at the top. Request a demo, 188 number, there's support, and resources is what we're going to be looking at. If you hover over the resources little arrow pointing downward, you're going to get a drop down menu, and the one we're going to be looking at is download Zoom client. We're going to click on that and it's going to bring us to here, the download center. So here in the download center, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be wanting to download Zoom client for meetings. And as you can see here, the web browser client will download automatically when you start or join your first Zoom meeting, and is also available for manual download here. So what we're going to do is we're going to click download for Zoom client for meetings. As you can see down at the bottom here, it's starting to download. We're going to click on that and it's going to open it up. So the next step is just to install Zoom onto our device. So as we go along here, it's just saying what Zoom is, that it's bringing and connecting people together. We're going to click continue. It's just letting you know how much space it's going to take up on your device. So it's just letting me know that there's 55.4 megabytes of space on my computer that it will be taking. And we're going to click install. This here may or may not show up for you depending on your device. This is just my computer password. And then it will start to configure and installing Zoom. Perfect! The installation was successful. The software was installed. When you get that green check mark, you're good to go. And then all you're going to do is click close. Don't mind that message. That's just because this is the demo. And then when you click close, you should be popped up with this little thing here. It says Zoom, it says join a meeting or sign in. Now for those of you that may not have that down at the bottom there, if you're also turning your computer on and off, it may not always stay at the bottom of your screen there. Most likely if you're using a Mac or an Apple product, always look in your applications. It should have the zoom.us at the bottom. If you're using an iPad, it will probably be an app. So just scroll through your apps to find the Zoom app, which is again the little blue square with the white camera in it. If you're on a PC, what you're most likely going to be doing is searching in your programs for the Zoom application. So once we've downloaded it, we're good to go. So here we go. Like I said, Zoom, it says join a meeting or sign in. So this is where we're going to stop, everyone. It's great that you've downloaded Zoom onto your device. Where do we go from there now? So what's going to happen is once you've registered for your class and you've downloaded Zoom, if you've never done it before and you've just done the steps there, after you've registered for your class, you're going to be sent an invitation from the education@ladysmitharts.ca email. And that's just confirming that you have signed up for a class, and it's going to give you the information that you're going to need in order to join your Zoom meeting at the scheduled time and date. So this is just a demonstration of what the email will probably look like. Um, as you can see here, the Arts Council of Ladysmith and District, the email that we use has sent myself a invitation to a scheduled Zoom meeting. So it will have a topic, it will have the title of your class there, it will have the time and the date, and then the very important information is the Join Zoom meeting link, which you can see right here. A couple of things to note about this invitation. One, be very careful. Don't delete this email. This email has the information that you're going to need to access your online class. The second thing just to remember is please don't share this invitation with friends and family, unless of course a parent is doing it for their child, but these invitations are for those that are registered for the class. So we want to make sure that those that are registered for the class are getting the email, and those that don't register for the class, we're not able to accept people like that into the class. You have to register and pay for classes through our website. So please just be aware that when you share this sort of information, you're sharing private information that is designated for yourself. So moving forward, you'll get an invitation like this. And let's say, it's a couple minutes before your class is about to start. You bring up your email, you've already downloaded Zoom, so you go to the invitation and you click on the Join Zoom Meeting. It will bring you up to this sort of thing. It will say, click open zoom.us. So it's just trying to get you to open the associated app with Zoom, which was again that little blue box with the white camera in it. As you can see at the bottom of my screen, that little blue box with the camera in it, the Zoom icon has completely disappeared. That may be the case. So like I said, click on the link. It will prompt you to open the associated app. Click open zoom.us and the little box will appear again. And there will probably be yourself staring back at you. So what this is a video preview. You can join the class without video if you don't want to do it like this. You can choose that option, but we really encourage people to interact with the other students in the class as well as with the teacher. So again, it's a personal preference, but we're always happy to see your smiling face in our classes. So for this demonstration, we're going to click Join with Video. Okay, this step here is really important. So if you're maybe coming a little bit early to the class, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be probably putting you in a virtual waiting room. So the host, which is your teacher, will be responsible for letting you into the class. So you'll just have to probably stand by as they get themselves organized and as it becomes closer to the date or the time of the class, and they will gradually let you in one at a time into the virtual classroom. So this is again just the virtual waiting room. So I'm going to just show you what it's going to look like when we're admitted into the classroom. Okay, here we go. So you'll get this question of join with audio, and you're going to choose join with computer audio. Perfect. Okay, so here we are. So as you can see here, I have the host, which is the Art Council of Ladysmith and District, which would most likely be your teacher. up at the top here, and then you have yourself, the student, here underneath. And there are different ways that you can view your Zoom meeting screen. So if you just click up here at the top of the top right, it has a view. So you can go full screen if you want it to be pretty big. There we go. If you want the speaker, so whoever's speaking, they will be the main image on your screen, or you can have gallery, which is what we have here. So let's say there's 5 students in the class, including yourself and the teacher. You would click gallery, and most likely you would have all these different little boxes like the ones you see here with the other students in them as well. Again, it's however you would like to view it. The teacher will most likely be the speaker, so if you just want the teacher on the screen, best to click speaker because most likely that will be the teacher. Some things to just be aware of when you're doing your Zoom class. The teacher will start off at the beginning just letting you know a little bit about the etiquette for taking online classes, so just be aware of that. We're just going to look at the bottom really quick of what you're going to be looking at. So again, the screen will have the teacher demonstrating whatever the task is or the project. For you, just to be aware of, there's the mute button here that allows you to mute and unmute yourself. So just be aware of that. Stop video. Stop video, let's say you needed to leave your computer screen for a short period of time. You don't want people to see what's going on. You can stop your video, and I'll just show you what that looks like. So what it just does is it replaces your live streaming image with your first and last name. If you'd like, you can change that by going to the 3 little buttons at the top there and clicking rename. It's up to you on how you want to do it. If you don't want your first and last name there, you don't have to have it. You can just change it to your first name. And in order to get the video back, you just need to go over here and click on the start video. And you'll be back. Okay, so the next couple things just to be aware of is there'll be a little thing about participants. You don't really need to worry about that. There's a chat, which is really important. So if you want to ask a question that's specifically to your teacher, or let's say to the teacher and your other classmates, you're able to do that. If you click on the chat there, you can then type in a message, maybe saying, hello. If you're doing an introduction, hello, my name is so-and-so, and I'm from so-and place, and I'm super excited to take this class. You can type that in there, and then you can choose who sees it. If you want everyone to see it, that's great. If it's maybe a specific question for the teacher, you can then choose to send a chat question to your teacher, which is most likely the host. You don't need to worry about the record button at all, and you don't really need to worry about the reactions. The main thing is just making sure that you're aware of the mute, unmute button, the stop and start video, and the chat if you want to contact any of your other classmates or teachers. Screen share is something if you want to share something on the screen with the rest of the class. That's maybe if you've taken a photograph of something and the teacher's asking people to share, that's what would be there. We'll maybe go into a little bit more depth for screen share video, but at this point in time, most likely for your classes, you won't need to screen share your screen. And that's about it. So we'll just leave the meeting right now, and we'll just do a quick recap of the steps to take for students looking to take online classes here at the gallery. So if you need to leave the meeting, you just click leave meeting and then leave meeting there. And there we go, and that ends it there. Perfect. So again, what you're going to need to do is after you've registered for your online class, you're going to come to zoom.us in an internet browser. You're going to scroll to resources. You're going to click on download Zoom client. You're going to click the download button. You're going to follow the steps in order to download the application app of Zoom onto your device. Then you're just going to wait for the invitation from the education@ladysmitharts.ca email. And in that invitation, it will have the title, the time and date of your class, and most importantly, it will have the link to your Join Zoom meeting, which is what you see there. You'll click on that. You'll follow the prompts in order to launch the zoom.us application, and then just follow the steps to get yourself into the waiting room where your teacher will then welcome you into the virtual classroom, and away you go. Again, also just be aware that the email with the Zoom meeting link is private and between yourself and the instructor for that class. So there we go. If you have any questions, please let us know.